guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Nello here as always, and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. So today's video is actually an interesting one. Okay, this is a conversation I actually enjoy having because I just feel like you can never stop learning when it comes to topics like this. There are so many things I've shared my opinion about on this channel and like learn a whole new lesson entirely different from what I thought in the comment section, if you know what I mean. So I love to share these opinions here and just hear what you guys think. So anyways, before we get into today's video, it's a collaboration, guys. Today's video is a collaboration with Ndatse. So Ndatse is, I consider her like a YouTube friend now. You know how, like, you know how you kind of feel like you know someone even though you don't know that person really, like you've never met but you kind of know the person. That's what I feel about Ndatse. Yes, she's someone that I've grown to love, and you know, she takes her YouTube channel very seriously. I promised myself that this year anybody I collaborate with, it has to be someone that is dedicated to their YouTube channel, okay? And she is that. So guys, please do check out her channel. So today we're going to be talking about gender roles in relationships, in marriage, and in life, basically. Okay, she has a video where she talked about her perspective and you know, just kind of asked me some questions. So today I'm going to be talking about my own view, how I see things and how I feel things should be. Clearly all my opinions are not the same way hers. They don't even align. Some of them are like complete opposites, but that's the whole point of this collaboration. So after you watch this video and hear what I have to say, do head on to her channel to watch her own video and, you know, see like what you think about our two different opinions, because I'm actually curious to know what you guys think. Without rambling too much, I'm going to put all her details in my description, put a link to her video there, and you guys, if you watch it, you can come back and let me know what you think about the video. And also please don't forget to support her, comment, subscribe, like, share, and all that good stuff. Okay, anyway. So I've already watched her video before filming mine because I had to watch it to actually be able to answer the questions or like give my own views. So I have a note here where like I have 4 pages of notes I wrote down from her video. So first things first, let me just say that I'm not trying to bash anyone in this video. I'm not saying that my way is better than another person's way. I'm not saying that your way is better than my way. I'm not trying to bash married people or bash unmarried people. I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to do any of that. This is just me sharing my opinion. Yeah, that's it. Okay, anyways, so the first thing she talks about is the fact that, you know, it's kind of a girl thing to serve food to the boys. Like for example, in marriages, women usually cook and serve their husbands, and in houses, you guys, like beds, I don't know if you guys can hear the beds, I'm sorry. And in houses also, you find that the girl child is always in the kitchen cooking, whereas the boy child is chilling in the parlor with legs crossed, okay, waiting for us to finish cooking and come and serve them food. Anyways, that was the first point she talked about. And you know, she goes on to talk about how obviously this used to be the case in the olden days, you know, when men were farmers and women were not really doing much at home, and they were expected to cook when the men bring back the farm produce back to the house, you know. But now that women are working, men are working, in fact a lot of women even make more money than their husbands. Sorry my love, sorry, let me finish. You know, a lot of women are working, men are working, a lot of women make more money than their husbands. So why is it that you go to work, I go to work, then I still have to come back and cook for you and serve you, then carry the plate out and wash the plate while you sit down and watch match in the parlor? So when it comes to this, I have like 2 views about this particular one. Okay, so first thing, let me talk about how it is for me, then I'll now talk about like the other option, like the other side of this. So for me as a married person now, you guys already know that I love cooking. I don't have any problem cooking. But the thing is with me, when I'm cooking in the house and giving my husband food and giving Uche food and giving my mother-in-law food and giving my children food, I don't see it as I am serving them, like I'm the servant and I'm serving them. Because yes, I cook. Uche doesn't cook. I've told you guys like 1,000,001 times. Uche doesn't cook for me, okay? I go to the market, I'll buy the food stuff, I'll come back, I'll cook it happily. When I mean happily, when you're singing and cooking and enjoying it, sometimes I'm even filming it for my other channel, Cook with Nello. Like, I'm enjoying myself. Then when I finish, I even bring out plates for everybody, dish food for everybody, put plenty meat for all of them, and I dish the food for them and they eat and enjoy. In fact, sometimes when I finish, I come and rest and they go and dish their food. I don't even care because I don't even enjoy eating my own food. So for me as a married person doing that, I don't see it as I'm a servant serving you, okay? Because if you're like, I feel like people feel a certain way about it because it's now you giving your husband food, okay? But think about it. I serve Uche as well. It doesn't mean I'm her servant. I serve my children. It doesn't mean I'm their servant. And I also serve my mother-in-law, my mom, or anybody that comes to this house. I genuinely enjoy it, okay? So that's just it. I don't think everything is about, let's say, gender roles or serving somebody, or it has to be this way or the other. I don't know how to explain it. You can just do things. Like, I know men like that enjoy cooking and they're the one that, what am I even saying? I'm going too far. My sister's husband, for example, hey Choma, I know you're watching this video. My sister's husband, Emeka, like, Jesus, my sister cannot cook. I'm sorry, but you cannot cook. You cannot cook like that. My sister cannot cook. So her husband does the cooking because he's an amazing cook, okay? He cooks so well. So he does more of the cooking. And mind you, he goes to work. He's a doctor. He goes to work, he comes back, and he still makes the food and, still give people food. Will you call it that he's serving them? Because he's a man, people won't use that word serving. So you guys get what I mean? Sometimes these things are in the head. So when I give my husband food, I'm sorry, I don't see it as serving. I'm not serving anybody. When he does other things for me and gives me things, he doesn't see it as a punishment. So why should I see what I'm doing for him as a punishment? So that's that. And you guys should also remember that my husband is not around like a lot. Like, he's not around like a lot. Like, now he's out like almost 6 weeks and back to the house like 2 to 3 weeks, so he's not around a lot. So the few weeks he's around, best believe I'm gonna give him food, okay? I'm gonna be bringing it out back to back because I actually miss somebody eating my food. Like, Uche, them, they don't appreciate my food, for God's sake. They just eat it. But like, when I cook for my husband, he appreciates the food, he loves it, so, and I enjoy doing it. So just have that in mind. And but that's it for me. It doesn't mean, actually, my husband sometimes wants to even like maybe cook something for me. I'm just like, babe, it's fine, you don't have to, it's okay. I don't like his cooking, I'm sorry, I don't want him to cook for me, okay? But that's that. But that's this part, like, because I'm home and my husband is working, even though I'm working from home, but at least I'm home, but he's not always home. So when he comes back, I like to treat him. It's different from, let's say, we're working in the same office, okay? Now, this is the other side of this story. Like, we're working in the same office, we go to work at the same time in the morning, and then we come back in the evening, you now cross your leg, I should go and cook food, serve you as the master of the house. That is the one I do not support whatsoever. It just doesn't even make sense. If you guys know you're going to be coming back together, buy food on your way back, for God's sake. Or in the weekend, like, cook food, have in the fridge. Any of you can cook it. At this point, if you're contributing financially together in the home, like, that's another thing that some people fail to take into consideration. For example, I watched Adana David's video, is it 2 weeks ago? A lot of you might know her. She talked about finances in her marriage, how she shares with her husband, like, down to the middle. Like, they contribute for everything, they contribute for all the utilities, everything. And when you watch her videos, you usually see her husband cooking in the kitchen, taking care of the children, doing everything, because they just divide everything 50-50. I don't know how to explain it. But in my case, it's hard to expect that, in the sense that my husband, first of all, is not even around more than half of the time. So it's not possible that he can bring in 50% of, like, that he can bring in 50% into like taking care of the house chores and all that. Is highly, like, impossible. So he makes up for it ways he can, which is financially and just every other way that he can make up for it, he does make up for it. So that's how my own marriage, like, finds a balance. So I feel like sometimes when people see things like, oh, the man is cooking, this one is doing this, they don't consider every other aspect. They just think about the fact, oh, my husband must be a useless man because he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. So you guys, when it comes to gender roles, see, to be honest, is it's not as simple as ABC, okay? So if you and your wife are working in the same office and you're coming back together and you're still expecting her to relax, you are still expecting her to go to the kitchen and cook while you relax, then you're sick as well. Because what you people should do is buy food on your way back from work, okay? Buy food on your way back from work, or already have food in the kitchen or in the fridge that any of you can just go and warm and eat for yourself because you're equally tired. So that's my 2 cents about that. Yeah, women are always expected to raise their kids, and men really don't do much. And then when a child spoils, they say, oh, it's her mother's fault, okay? But when he does well, they say it's the father that trained him. This one, to be honest, I don't think it has a lot to do about gender roles, but the fact is, talking as a Nigerian, as an African, first of all, there is a big gap in the workforce. Is it what's called in the workforce? Yeah, whatever, in the workspace when it comes to employment rates for men and women in Nigeria. In fact, even outside Nigeria, men are employed way more than women. That's number one. Number two, um, men are paid way more than women a whole lot of time. So sometimes you find that a lot of women, what they are getting from their job might not be worth it for them. They prefer to raise their kids. So in most cases, it's actually the woman that does most of the work when it comes to raising children. It shouldn't be that way, but it's not just easy to come and judge people for deciding to raise their kids and not working and letting their husband provide. Because sometimes, imagine you're working morning to night, you're not seeing your child Monday to Friday, even sometimes Saturdays, and then you're getting paid 50K or 70K or something at the end of the day, whereas your husband is making 300K or 500K or whatever. It's easy to actually just leave that job and focus on your children and take care of your kids, okay? So I don't judge any woman that does that. So that's why it's usually women that bring up what's it called, kids. It's usually women that bring up kids. Again, the one I don't support is the one that the woman is making more and then she has to quit her job, take care of her children. If both of you don't have sense, let me just put it that way. It's no need to woman that doesn't have sense. Both of you don't have sense if you guys decide to do that. Like, I know in my marriage, my husband does anything literally to put more money in my pocket. And the funny thing is, he does anything to put more money in my pocket, but doesn't require the money. Like, I don't know how to put it. Like, let's say for this YouTube, he supports me so much. He does anything to give me better quality, better to reach more audience. Even like some physical businesses that I do, he supports me so much, but he doesn't so much as expect me to bring out 5,000 naira to do anything in the house. I'm lucky that way. I'm not complaining, you guys. I'm really not complaining. But that doesn't mean that I don't do, just that he doesn't expect me to. So everything I do. Like now that I'm transforming my room, I've bought everything I need. It's only the bed that is holding me, actually. I decided to kind of gift us that, okay? On a normal day, I let my husband do things like that. I'm not gonna lie, okay? But I'm just saying, he doesn't require me. Like, he doesn't require it from me. It's just something I enjoy doing. So that's another thing. If you're in a healthy relationship where the man will actually like go all out for you, where the man puts you first above any other thing, I feel like it's very easy to actually want to give back. It's very easy to actually want to contribute back. I don't know. See, you guys, I feel like I'm even drifting. Yeah, she talks about cooking being a basic life skill. This one I am passionate about. See, if my boys don't know how to cook, it means I failed them in this life. Okay, cooking is a basic life skill. She talked about the fact that, a guy will be talking about not having food in the house, and instead of his friends to tell him to go and cook, they tell him to go and marry. So it doesn't make sense. Everybody should know how to cook, okay? Everybody should know how to cook. That one is not negotiable. Everybody should know how to cook. Cooking should not be a gender specific thing. There's nothing like gender roles when it comes to cooking or cleaning the house. You should know how to clean up after yourself. You should know how to cook. Yes, it's part of the things she talked about, how men will come back, scatter everything, how women even go as far as washing their husband's boxers. What I have to add to that part is, it's not how you see it. If it's like that, I wash my husband's boxers and he washes my pants, in fact, all the time. Because you just load it in the washer, okay? It's not like I'm going to sit down and start using hand to wash. You just load it in the washer. So that way he does laundry sometimes, I do it sometimes. Uche does it most of the time anyways. So yeah, if you really look at it that way, then it's not a big deal. But the one I guess you're talking about is people that will pack their husband's boxers, start using hand to wash it and wash all the husband's clothes. You know, the funny thing, growing up, I was actually taught to know that washing like jeans and all those things like clothes and suffering is actually a man's job, okay? My dad is a special like specie, and he's a believer that women should not do hard job whatsoever. Like growing up, you know how people sweep with brooms in the house, we used to have rugs in the house then. He never used to let my sisters sweep with broom, you know. He bought a vacuum cleaner. He believed that if there's an easy way to do things, why do it the hard way? Okay, so anybody could sweep with a vacuum. It wasn't like a girl should sweep or a boy should sweep. And I remember he used to tell us, when you go out, never order Fanta and Coke, because you're not a Fanta and Coke girl, okay? You should order champagne, order wine. If they cannot pay for it, they're not for you. I'm sorry. Point is, it's funny how girls, when we go out, we expect boys, oh, boys are supposed to pay, blah, blah, blah. They're supposed to take care of us. But then you don't want to take care of them back in ways that you can. See, that's not, this video is not supposed to be an argument here. So it's just me like bringing a different view from the views that shared. But yeah, hold on. But yeah, cooking and cleaning should be a basic life skill, but also find ways to make your life easy, okay? Like I don't know, don't go and be doing suffer head so that people will praise you. Nobody pays you for being suffer head. Find ways to make your life easy. But yes, everybody should know how to cook and clean. My children will all know how to cook and clean. Kobe is going to be the first chef in this house because he's the oldest. Like, it's not an option. He must know how to cook. They must all know how to cook and clean. So that I'm in support of. Everybody should know how to cook and clean. Yes, okay, so another one. Which one? This one I have a lot to say about. African girls are raised in preparation for marriage. We've heard Chimamanda talk about this before. How, you know, African girls are raised. Is it Chimamanda or Beyonce? One of them, whoever. In preparation for marriage and all that good stuff. But the thing is, you people fail to realize that African men are also raised in preparation for marriage, just in a whole different way. Okay, now I'm not saying that it's good either way, but I'm just trying to say that it's not only African girls that there is pressure on to get married. Anyways, where I come from, for example, Anambra State, anyway, my village or whatever. In fact, the pressure on boys, for me, I feel like it's more. For example, my family is not the kind of family to ever put pressure on anybody, number one, but they always put pressure on men or the boys of the family, okay? You gotta work hard. You have to marry and be able to take care of your wife, okay? So men have that pressure on them of working hard and making money and being able to take care of their wives. And let's not lie, as women, we enjoy it. We love it, okay? We love to relax and be taken care of, okay? We just love it. So so let's not come and say like blame parents for only preparing women for marriage. Yes, they prepare women for marriage, but the thing is, they prepare men too in their own way. Whereas what I think is best is, in fact, not to pressure anybody, but prepare everybody in a good way, okay? Especially those that want to get married. Like, prepare your sons to know that when they get married, they can cook for their wives. When they get married, they can clean the house, sweep the house. They can help out in different ways. That is not just financially, because men are raised to just know it or believe it in their head that their main duty as a man is just to provide financially. So I feel like we need to start breaking those things. Okay, like, it's okay to prepare people for marriage or prepare people for their future. You know how you know that your son wants to be a footballer, for example, and you start putting them in football academy. That's okay to do about marriage. But whenever it's about marriage, people just start feeling some certain way about it, okay? But like all your life, you're preparing yourself for your future, for your career and stuff. All the school you're going to, like, you're just preparing yourself to be a better person. It's okay to prepare for marriage just equally, in the sense that everybody should be taught the same values when it comes to marriage. Everybody should be taught the same respect, okay? Not just teaching women how to cook and keep themselves, teaching men how to be wayward and provide for the family. You guys get what I said there, but anyways, that's my 2 cents about that. Yes, also, you know, she talked about the fact that now, like, elders are saying, oh, that marriages are not lasting in Nigeria again because we're adopting, you know, the white culture, or, you know, all that good stuff about not wanting to cook for our husbands and all that. But to be honest, that part I actually love, because there are so many like bitter marriages in this country. Like there's so many people that would rather not be married, but they're still there because of what people will say. Like, see, I'm a believer in marriage is not by force, okay? Even though obviously I want my marriage to last forever, but I'm a believer in the fact that marriage is not by force. Like, I don't believe you should force something. You should be unhappy and remain in your marriage. And sometimes the solution is not even to leave your marriage. It could be counseling. There's so many other options to explore before leaving your marriage. It's not just that we're adopting the ways of the white people, is that we are getting more educated, which is a good thing. Women are getting more educated, for God's sake. Women, like she said, we're working now, we're making money in a situation where if I wasn't married now and I have my YouTube and everything, like, I'm not going to be depending on any man for money. I'm not going to be begging any man, stooping low, and just taking any shit from any man just because he's the provider, and he's fitting my lifestyle. So because women are now working and making their own money, they're not taking any nonsense again, which I absolutely love. Okay, I love that fact, but that is still not reason to just leave your marriage. Any slight discomfort to leave your marriage. Nothing is easy in this life, for God's sake. I took quarrel my father, I quarrel my mom, I quarrel my siblings. So who is my husband for me not to quarrel with? Somebody that I met 7 years ago compared to those that I've known all my life. So it's quite normal. Just don't be quick to leave. Like, explore your options and try and work on it. You guys, listen to this advice, because sometimes when my head is full, I'm just like, you know what, I can't take this shit. Yeah, I feel like I've covered all the things I want to cover, but last but not the least, let me just talk about gender roles generally. As much as we want to deceive ourselves and say that there is nothing like gender roles, everybody should do everything equally, and no, that can never be, okay? That can never be. Take my word for it. It can never ever be. See, even go and read the Bible, go back to the Bible. There are things like, okay, gender roles, right? There should be no gender roles. Then women shouldn't have to carry pregnancies. Women shouldn't have to be nurturers. Women shouldn't have to breastfeed. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do anything in this life if it's that way. There are just things that men are better at and things that women are better at, okay? Doesn't mean that there are things that shouldn't have any gender role. Like cooking and cleaning shouldn't have any gender role. But there are just things. See, no matter how good a man is, no matter how good a father is, no matter how loving, you can never be as nurturing as a loving mother. See, there's no argument there, okay? Your husband can, in fact, back the child, do every single thing. It can never be the same as a nurturing, loving mom. Obviously, I'm not talking about those that don't want kids or don't love their kids or have issues about kids. I'm just talking about nurturing, loving mom. It can never be the same, okay? And then, you guys, there is a reason why, like, men are more hustle. I don't know. A lot of women hustle. Don't get me wrong. Just like a lot of men nurture as well. But men are just generally more hustlers than women. It's in them. It's in their DNA. Like, I feel like God made it that way for a reason. Because God said that a man is supposed to be the head of the house, which is another. Like, I don't want to enter that part because a head of the house means someone to lead you spiritually, mentally, and a lot of things, but people just abuse it in Nigeria especially. But that's not why we're here. But you have to be strong to be a leader, okay? Being a leader is not easy. Even if you're a leader of a teamwork or a group work or office work, it is not easy. So you have to be strong for that. And a lot of women are very emotional, very soft. So there's just reason why men are better in certain things than women. But like I said, it doesn't mean that some basic life skills should have gender roles, but then you cannot deny the fact that gender roles exist for a reason. God made it that way for a reason. See, that's my 2 cents, Sha. I don't know. I don't want to blab in this video. I just wanted to just make my points. But anyways, that's it for this video. You guys do head over to Dat's channel. I'm going to put it in my description box, her name on the screen. Do check out her video. She actually made very, very good points, and I feel like a lot of you will be happy with the points that she made. So please do check it out. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff, okay? And I'll make sure to see you guys in my next one. Please go back and watch my next video. If you've not subscribed yet to this channel, please subscribe. I'm begging you guys. I'm not done begging. I'm still begging. We have hit 50k now, but road to 100k. Okay, we can still do it this month. We can still do this year. I mean, not this month. Road to 100k. We can do it. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in my next one.